Hi, my name's Laura Bell and I've nominated my little girl Jessica for the Child of Courage Award. Jessica, my first girl, she had two older brothers, so like the world revolved around her, it still does. When she was 15 weeks old, she was just really hot and she just wouldn't wake up and wouldn't feed and things like that. So we took her to the doctors and went straight to hospital from there, and within 2 hours she was on life support machine. She was transferred over to Pendlebury on the intensive care machine over there, and she had meningitis and she was dying. And she was there for a while, and then everything was still going wrong. She was still getting sick and sick and sick, and she was on all these machines and nothing were making her better. And then I got a call to the room because you have to stay in hospital accommodation at like 2 o'clock in the morning, saying she needed a blood transfusion or that was going to be it. So I went and sat with her and she just had this blood transfusion and just started getting better, and just her body just took to it, and all the machines started beeping. She started taking breaths on her own because she was on a ventilator, and you can see how many breaths the ventilator takes from and how many they do by the cell, so it was like 1 in a minute, and then she was doing more, so it was like you just hang on to anything that you can when you're there. And then the next morning some of the machines were gone, and the next morning some of the machines were gone, and the next morning I was allowed to hold her, and then she was transferred to Burnley, and then that's when she could start making a recovery after that. And it's only sort of as they get older, because meningitis is a disease of the brain, that you realise what's damaged and things. So Jessica's hearing was damaged. She had 4 surgeries on her hearing. She had hearing aids at one point, which she now doesn't need. She's hypermobile as well. She's broke her arm a few times because everything bends the wrong way. She's got dyspraxia as well, which is a coordination issue, so she can't hold pens properly and write a name and things, but she's getting there. She's getting there. And ultimately she's got brain damage from the meningitis, and that's what's affecting sort of every area, everything that she does. So when she's at school and she's upset and she's sad that everyone else has got the spellings right and she still can't write a name, never mind spell things. So we started doing bits of modelling, and then seeing her in front of the camera and on set and really happy and achieving things that other able children could achieve, it was really good. So anytime any work come in, I'm like, yep, she can do it, she can do it. So that's the thing that we did. Myself, Jessica, my other little boys, all my family, we now do a lot of charity work. We try to pick a different charity each year, so we've gone through the obvious. We've gone for meningitis charity first, being what happened to Jessica. We did like sponsored walk and fun days and things. We did some for Shan charity, which was Asborough at the time. It's Shan, and the other little boy's got hydrocephalus, so we've raised a lot of money for him. And then we've done for Headway, which is for brain injured children. We've done for just cancer research, which, I mean, everyone's affected with cancer at some point, so we just tried to pick something that's going to appeal to everyone. And now this year we're raising money for the Rainbow charity, Rainbow Child Foundation. And this year Jessica's giving 10% of all her modelling wages to the charity. She's just completely unspoilt by the world. She's just Jessica. Everything that goes on in her world is just her world. It's great. I wouldn't have her any other way.
My first modelling job was at this place. I was modelling a Dora thing, and there was like an umbrella, a bag, and like a drink with water in, and then I just filled it because I was only 2 then. When my mummy nominated me, I felt really happy because I think that it's good to have a mum who's like mine. He has some distance, makes everything seem small, and the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. Let it go, when I rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, and I'm perfect girl is gone. Peace out, yo!
Peace out, yo!